Hey everybody. Okay, I am kind of playing around with my computer and going through different things that I know you're going to need to be able to find. So, if you can see my screen right now, this is what we call Clever. So, you need to be able to log into Clever, which will take you to everything that you need. So, this is my teacher screen. It might look a little bit different than yours, but you can see I have everything in one place. So, one of the first things that you're going to have to do is a Teams scavenger hunt. So, Microsoft Teams. And, a scavenger hunt is just when you're supposed to go look and find certain things. So, you're doing a scavenger hunt looking for certain features of Microsoft Teams. So, I am going to click right here. And it's going to take me to Microsoft Teams, which I had to have open in order to make this video. So I'm hoping it's going to. Okay, so I want you to look at this left-hand column over here. I'm on what's called Stream, which is the video feature of Teams. But I'm going to go over here to the left-hand column and I'm going to click on Teams. And the first one that it brings up is 5th grade Glover homeroom. So if you are in my homeroom, this is where I will see your work that you have submitted. Okay. These are the different teams that I have. So here is my homeroom. This is just school related for teachers, these two. If you're in Miss Geyser's homeroom, I will find you here. And if you're in Miss Edwards' homeroom, I will find you here. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my homeroom just to use as an example. And it's going to go to the general page. Okay, so if you're familiar with Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, you have your initial news feed that pops up whenever you log in. So that's kind of what this page is. Okay. Up here across the top next to general, you have posts, files, class notebook, assignments, and grades. No matter which homeroom you are in, it all looks the same. And everything that I have put into one notebook, I've put it into the other two, and the same for Miss Geyser and Miss Edwards. So the first thing I can show you is when you click on Files, okay, you're going to see Class Materials. Click on Class Materials, and then you will have a Student Schedule. You click on Student Schedule, it will eventually bring up a Word document. Okay, so student schedule, live teach times by teacher and subject. So since we are virtual right now, Miss Edwards and Miss Geyser and I are taking turns going live through Microsoft Teams. So we will make several pre-recorded videos for you throughout the week, teaching you your lessons. Just as if you were here in the classroom, we'll be making the video giving you that same information. But there will be 10 different times throughout the day where one of us will be live. Okay, so that means that we will be either initially teaching you a lesson, like for the first time that day, or we might be reteaching, or I might want to show you an anchor chart. I might want to read something to you. I might want to do something on the board and let you follow along, something like that. Okay. So the reason that there's 10 different times is because you will see each one of your 5 subjects are on there twice. And my name is on there a lot more because I teach 3 of your 5 subjects. Okay. So these times are optional, but these are the only times throughout the day that we are scheduled to be live. That does not mean that we can't work with you during different times. It doesn't mean that we can't help you at different times. It's just this is when we will be live where you can actually talk to us and ask questions and us answer them right there. Okay. So that is in the Files tab. Okay, next to Files, you have Class Notebook. So that is what would be the replacement of this spiral notebook, okay, or your composition book. You now have it online, okay, and it's just kind of going back to one of the last things I had open. But you'll see all these tabs on the left-hand side, okay? Social studies, reading, warm-ups for my class, ELA, science, math, reading handouts, just a welcome page. That's what your notebook will look like. Okay, so you have to remember this is not a student view, this is a teacher view. So I might have some extra things that you don't, but you should all have those tabs. Okay, so you can see the social studies is pulled up. Go over here. I'm still kind of learning too. So the first thing that I put up here was that this is due August 20th. So that's next week. And this is from Social Studies Weekly. Okay. So this is in your Social Studies notebook through Microsoft Teams. And it's one of your first social studies assignments. Okay. If we go to reading, you're going to see a lot of things in here for reading. Okay. So I've put a few things in your notebook already. These are the first 2 days of school. So we're talking about the team scavenger hunt. You have an all about me assignment, and you're probably going to have a very similar assignment for Ms. Geiser and Ms. Edwards, but it's okay because part of this is learning how to go through Microsoft Teams. Okay. And then I'm making a video for you right now. You need to make a video for me. So you're going to create and submit a short 1 to 2 minute video saying hi to me, introducing yourself, and telling me one thing that you really want me to know. Okay. And the cool thing about this is I'm the only one that's going to see it. Okay. So feel free to share what you would like to share. Okay. Go into assignments next. Remember, I'm just kind of showing you where everything is. You can explore a little bit more, okay? So when you go to assignments, now this is what I want you to remember. We have had to put assignments for the first week and 2 days of school, okay? So that's why you're going to see so many as I'm going through this. This is for my class, for science, and for Miss Edwards, okay, for a week and 2 days worth. But we have them there. You might have to click load more to see them all, okay? But it's very clear on what day they're due, what the name of this assignment is. If we go back to one of your first reading assignments, and again, this is my teacher view, but you will have instructions, the day that it's due, how many points it's worth, things like that. Okay. And then you also have a grades tab up at the top, and that's where you'll be able to check your grades. Okay. So everything is in one spot. That's the goal. Okay. For everything to be in one spot. You can click on assignments over here. And you would choose your class, which, like I said, yours is not going to look exactly like mine. You have a calendar. We can call each other through Microsoft Teams, so it'd kind of be like a one-on-one video, just like a FaceTime. Chat. You will see whenever you do your warm-up that you're going to answer your warm-up through chat. Okay, so you will just go over to the left-hand column, find chat, and then you would just chat to me, give me your answer for your warm up, and that would be part of how I would take your attendance for that day. Okay? All right. So that is kind of a run through of Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to close this so I don't have so many screens open. Okay, something else that I'm going to need for you to know for me, and this is part of what you're actually going to do on the second day of school, but I'm just going to go through it real quickly because I'm already here and I want you to see how all of it is together. Okay, so SAVVAS is what we had last year, but last year it was called Pearson. Okay, basically the same thing. So when you click on it, it's going to automatically log you in. You're not going to have to worry about what is your LAVAS password. You will just go click on SAVVAS Realize, because last year we would always click on Pearson Realize. And then it will take you to this screen. You might actually go directly to this screen. And if you do, great. And then you will have your reading, your passages here, okay? And this is the same thing that you have in your workbook that you should have at home, okay? But I just want you to see how you can get to this through Clever without having to get back out, okay? The other thing that you're going to need from me is Social Studies Weekly. So you would find Social Studies Weekly in Clever, click on it, and it's going to take you directly to your Social Studies Weekly. Okay? And just to show you while I'm here, I know Miss Geiser and Miss Edwards will show you this also, but your math is here, your science is here, Skyward is here. I mean, everything that you need is all in one spot. Okay? And that's what's the cool thing about Clever. So as far as my class is concerned, you need to know Microsoft Teams and you need to know Clever, because Clever will take you to your SAVVAS workbook and it will take you to your Social Studies Weekly. And those are the two main things that we're going to need right now. Okay? Let me show you this real quick. This is my YouTube channel. So I started this during the spring whenever we were all sent home and realized that we weren't going back to school. I started reading a book that I mentioned in my Meet the Teacher video called The Secret Zoo. So here's all the videos that I've already made. And remember, like I said, sometimes I put on makeup, sometimes I didn't. But either way, it's still a really good story. So I will eventually, here in the very near future, pick up where I left off, which would be chapter 10. So you can go ahead and start watching these videos if you want to and get caught up through chapter 9, and then you'll be ready to go with chapter 10, okay? But this is not an assignment, especially not right now, okay? We might use this story later on as the year goes on, but for right now, this is just for you to enjoy, okay? So I think that's about it for this video. I just wanted to make sure that I covered some things with you. So remember, any questions, anything at all, you need to contact me. Let me know what's going on, and I will be more than happy to help you, okay? My email address is kmglover@crosbyisd.org. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at any time, or you can chat with me through Microsoft Teams, and that will always be okay too. All right? Talk to you soon.